Soul Garden. Live, love, be.
Good morning. From my smartphone to yours, I'm Caston Love. Here from the Serious Joy Garden Studios in a warm Costa Mesa, California, this is your Wednesday Namaste Today. Good morning and namaste, and welcome to Namaste Today. I'm your host and spiritual life coach, Christopher Witecki. My modality is psychic astrology, and my personal mission is to stand in my heart and unite the light, both in myself and on the world too. I bow to the God I see in you. That's what Namaste means, and I welcome you to my Wednesday edition here. This webisode is for Wednesday, April 20th, 2016. The Great Human Walk has now reached step 1 Taurus, and today the ruling planet is the Sun. Welcome, my friends. Thank you so much for logging in, and thank you so much for telling people about my show. A lot of people have recently found me. My mission is to give you a little 7-minute spiritual start to your day, one that will bring you into your heart, bring you into the important keys of the day, and help you along. And before I go into what I call the megascope, which is kind of a channeled horoscope for everyone, I'll just put out there some of the basics of what's going on. We have just recently switched to the state of awareness of Taurus. That's the part of the human soul that manifests value, abundance, material, crops, productivity. Basically, all the material side of Earth is Taurus. Whether you're raising kids, raising crops, raising animals, or raising yourself, that consciousness that notices from small to large, the consciousness that knows to nurture until it's grown, is our Taurus consciousness. Each of you are working on your Taurus consciousness somewhere in your life. And for those who are subscribed to my personal sensei service, we'll be talking about where you are subscribed at noon with your A story and your B stories. Look at your local text. But today we are focusing on the beginning of where we are, the beginning of manifestation, and that means what we're worth and how we feel it. So without further ado, let me take 3 breaths and channel a megascope for you. And I welcome everyone to take 3 breaths with me in the morning. If you can just take those 3 breaths and take them with me, you'll kind of have your spiritual, wheatgrass shot for the day, if you will. Well, friend, today is going to be a very light and easy day. I think for the last few days it was very challenging, and challenging in a very private way, irritating in a very private way. The last few days have been all that, really, hasn't it? Today things are light. And maybe we'll feel like spring. Maybe for some people, you'll feel the hint of summer. But it's that feeling of anything's possible, everything's light, and everything's dreamy. The question for yourself today is, are you feeling the love? Are you feeling the love today? That's really the question to ask, because from feeling the love, you can begin to manifest things of value in your life. But you have to feel valuable to yourself, and you have to find that value. Today, if you're having a hard time and you're feeling sad, you've lost touch with your heart, and it's time to reconnect. It's not difficult. Just put your left hand on your heart and think of something you love, and you start to feel that inner child come forward. For others, today might be a very sunny day and dreamy day. You might be really excited, and that means you're in touch with your heart and you're ready to get started. Now, I know it's a really weird time. There's a lot of changes ahead, and there's a lot of uncertainty. In fact, the only thing that's certain is the uncertainty. I think that's because Spirit is trying to bring you into your inner strength. I think that's because Spirit is trying to bring you into your spiritual calling. There's a lot of psychic awareness on the planet right now, but there's not a lot of energy to move forward. We have Mars retrograde, Saturn retrograde, Pluto retrograde, Jupiter retrograde, and in 9 days, Mercury retrograde. What that means in layman's terms is that it's time to grow forward But the universe is just not going to let you take anything from the past with you, because everything in the past is going to be kind of pulled apart and pulled away, exposing just the core of what your heart wants and exposing just what you truly believe. So between now and July 4th, allow the old stuff to just drift away. Don't try to keep the old fights going. Don't try to keep, pushing the old way. In fact, between now and July 4th, I think it's going to be low energy. You're not going to have the energy for anything but what's important. And I think that's Spirit's purpose. So, with all these retrograde planets and us building a new value, the new value is going to come from total new. In other words, you won't be able to bring these old things to the table. And because of the retrograde energy and the way things are repulling, it's like, really, if something feels too much, maybe we should not do it. If something is too difficult, maybe you should let it slide away. If someone doesn't show up on their own, maybe that's a good sign. So let the old ego go. Let the old fights go. And today, see where your heart really comes out to play. See what you feel like, and see what is fair. In fact, I want to give you at least 3 things to go with. First, connect to your heart. Connect to your heart. See if it's online. Second, be mindful of your feelings. Be mindful of your feelings today and how they feel, because although it's a brand new you that's coming forward, and this only new value is coming forward, your mind and your emotions have a lot on the table, and so they have to be nurtured a whole lot, reminded that you're there and everything's fine. So the second thing is be mindful of your feelings. And then thirdly today, I think it's important to see what's fair. See what's fair and what's balanced, and notice in your life what's missing and what you need to add to the table. Try to, if you're well-nurtured and you're in touch with your heart, then seeing what's fair won't be a big deal. But if you're not well-nurtured and you're not in touch with your heart, then you're going to feel all the injustice, and it's going to piss you off, because you're going to feel the injustice and you're going to feel abandoned and you're going to feel helpless, and that's because you're not connected to your feelings, you're not connected to your heart, and you're still weighing in what we call the moon in Libra, so you'll be sensitive today. Either way, the good news is in like 4 days, everything is going to feel really stable. Taurus energy is amazing and stabilizing, and it really allows everyone to flourish and grow. So it might just be bumpy tomorrow, the next day, and the following. And so as long as you're mindful of being there for yourself emotionally and there for your heart, you just got to kind of get to the transition, and Taurus is going to feel uber good. Uber X good. Okay, anything else Spirit wants to say? No, not for today. We're going to talk tomorrow about some decisions, but not today. All right, my friends, that is all I have for your Namaste today. I am so grateful to be a part of your daily life. Log into yourself and stay with yourself and present today. For those who are serious about their joy and are subscribers to my service, click on Daily Zen below the video window. And for all else, come on down to SeriousJoy.tv. I've released some new series and extra bonus videos that are under the Namaste tab. Everyone gets to learn something and grow today. All right, friends, I will see you in 24 hours right here again. I think Mercury retrograde's already hitting my mouth. Until then, remember, I love you, and live, love, be.
So